Hello, my name is Galadite74, and this is week 1 of the GBA. Before we get into this really quick team builder, I'll give you guys a little bit of context for what's going to happen. This week, my assistant coach, CBMARCUS, will be doing the battling. We picked up this team this past Wednesday, and unfortunately, our opponent's only available time to battle was Thursday night, late Thursday night. Therefore, me and Marcus had to scrap together a team. Because of our limited time, our goal was to make a fun, competitive team. With that in mind, here are our 6 and the plan in mind. First off, we have Quackable here. This is one of our 2 Terra captains that are both coming this week. We are Terra Electric, so Klefki cannot Thunderwave our setting of Quackable, and we are a bulk up Ruset with Aquastep and Terra Blast with a specific EV spread to tank hits from the likes of Gothitelle and Annihilate.
Up next is our Saluna, which we have as a max Spadef version, just to be able to take some of those special hits from the likes of Rotom Wash, from Gothitelle, and some other special Pokemon. We have Bulk Up to be able to raise our attack and our Spadef, and we also have Play Rough and Earthquake for pretty general coverage. Play Rough is going to be very nice in case an Annihilate switches in, and of course Earthquake is Stab. Protect is just there to be able to get back some leftovers health, considering this mon doesn't have any recovery outside of our item.
Third up, we have our really fast Weeball, Electro Hisui, our other Terra captain. This week opting to be the Grass Terra type. Looking at our opponent's team, our opponent has basically no electric resist, only one being Toedscruel, in which a Terra Grass Electrode basically walls. We also have Chloroblast, so just in case we get stuck by Gothitelle, we have a way to get out of that situation.
Up next, we have Big Bax in the middle making its debut. We are rocking with Sword Stance, Glaive Rush, Brick Break, and Earthquake. Very general coverage with Brick Break, Tecton, just to be able to break through some screens that Klefki might set up. We're running Choppleberry just to be able to tank a hit from Palafin or maybe a Drain Punch Annihilate as well.
5th on this team, we have Salazzle here. This Pokemon, although 5th, is meant to be our dedicated lead and is meant to stay on the field until it is knocked out. Like Thunderbolt this game from Electrode, Toxic Spikes look super free versus our opponent, and Marcus came up with the brilliant idea of teching on Endeavor, as D-Ray's speed control is not amazing on this squad, so being able to get a Toxic Spike and then bring something down to 1 HP is a lot of value for a lead set from the Salazzle. It is really crucial to our game plan, and it will lead us to hopefully have a Bax or Saluna or Electrode sweep, even any of these mons sweeping.
Lastly, we got Adam Sandler, the Slow King. He's either joking or balling, and this mon is going to be probably doing a little bit of both, considering we have Belly Drum. The reason why we have that is in case that Klefki doesn't opt for screens or doesn't opt for spikes and starts Iron Defensing with Calm Mind and Draining Kiss. That's a very threatening set for our team. So just being able to set up in front of that mon is going to be super cool and also potentially effective. And it's also not that passive for the Gothitelle. We can just get to +6, and of course we are a Slow King to be able to take those hits. And we're rocking with the Citrus Berry just to be able to get back some health. This mon, I'm super excited to see pop off if it can. If not, then it's no big deal.
And that's going to wrap it up for this team builder. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and enjoy the battle.
Very interesting 6 by him. No Jugs is quite peculiar. So we got Rotom, Goth, Palafin, Ape, Toad, and Klefki. We do have our lead right off the bat, and that is going to be our Salazzle. Doesn't look super offensive right off the bat, which is really interesting. No Arcanine, I think he's kind of big as well. Looks like we got a lot to deal with stuff. So, I'm excited. There's a lot to be excited about, though. I will say, for those of you who don't know, about, let's see, I guess we're playing at 12 a.m. 10 a.m. yesterday. So, not yesterday, but I guess 2 days ago now, I got the invite to be in GBA. So it's been an absolute whirlwind. It's been 36 hours since I've actually been a part of GBA. And in that time, I've had to figure out the team, make the team, test the team. I'm also doing graphics on the side. So we got a lot of stuff, but it's a brand new season, right? It's a brand new look, brand new generation for GBA. And so we got to be bringing our all to this. With that being said, Gluckafun to D-Ray. I've actually never played D-Ray. We've been in contact for a few years, and I've never played him. I did actually play D-Ray's wife, though. And let me tell you, I don't think she really knows how to play Pokemon. But with that being said, let's see. From here, I think that clicking Flamethrower, super free right off the bat. If you want to rapid spam, I think that's pretty okay. That is more than fine by me. Being able to click Flamethrower is going to be super nice here. Toad is the lead, which I think is really nice. He must have some fear of some hazards, potentially, which I think is fair. I think T-Spikes looks pretty good into this team. And so that's why, of course, we led with the Slazzle. But what's also nice is that we can blast this thing with a fire move. It's probably not going to kill, granted. It does a lot. Do you Spore? You get up your own spikes. Okay. That is actually really big, in my opinion. That's actually really, really big. Getting up a spike is super good. I think I'm just going to click Flamethrower. Yeah, let's get it. So Mix, this is where you'd cut. In this end here. You just cut midway through. Something I could have done was maybe go for like Sludge Bomb on the incoming Palafin or something like that. But I think Flamethrower is a pretty okay choice here. Don't really have to think about it too much. Just kind of want to knock something out and get things started. Klefki actually, because this has spikes, this gives me, I think, a little bit of insight into that Klefki set. It's either going to be screens to get the big guys started, or it's going to be some setup set. But I don't think they're going to run dual spikes, right? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Flamethrower does come out, and we do get the kill. That is going to be super big for us as we go up 5-6. It is dead. I'm writing that down in the notebook. For those of you who don't know, on my channel specifically, which is, this video is not going up on, I have a battle helper. But today my battle helper is my handy dandy notebook, because I feel a little bit nervous. You know, it's a new gen. There's some pretty crazy stuff going on, right? So actually, I'm just going to get up my T-Spikes here. I'm not even going to think about this. There is no defogger. Do you want to flip turn? If so, that's fine. It really mitigates a whole lot of stuff. That's cool. Okay. So there's nothing that's going to outspeed us without a Scarf. And so I can get a very nice Endeavor on something big. So I'm super excited just to be able to just get something down to 1%. Less than 1% even. Just 1 health. Blake Snell. This is the Rotom Wash. Okay, this is going to be really big for us. If this is Scarf, then we know that it's Scarf, and it means that we get more setup with some stuff. If it is anything else, it gets Endeavored. So let's see. That's massive damage. That's really, really big damage here. Rocky Helmet, we die. Interesting. Okay. Volt Switch. So that's really big. We have, I think, basically a Mon advantage. We have some pretty good stuff going in our favor. I think that just going into something like this would be really nice. I think that going into something like this would also be very nice. So I think I'm just going to do it. I don't think there's a whole lot that's stopping us just from going out into big backs. The only reason why I don't want to go Quaquaval is just because I don't want it to potentially get Willowed. We're a very slow variant. And so I just am a little worried about that. So I think what I want to do is click... I think I just want to click Brick Break. I don't really want to worry too much about this Mon. Trying to think about this a little more. What do I have in the back for some mods? I have T-Spikes up, which is going to be really nice for us. I don't think I really have to rush this. Brick Break looks pretty good. You withdraw. So you're probably going to go into a Fairy if I had to guess. Clef Key. So you're going to take some chip, which is nice. And then from here, I can figure out what this set is. Excalibur comes out. Bro! We are at the beach now, so that is a little bit surprising. But I'm clicking Brick Break. It's the same as before. Just had a little bit of a noopsie poopsie with the servers. Good luck, have fun. Back to D-Ray. We've been through a lot of stuff. Let's see. Brick Break comes out. It does a fair amount. And from here, why is this fur coat? Bro, why is this fur coat? Okay. Okay, now I'm just messing up all my calcs. I don't know why this thing has fur coat in this. Okay. From here, what I want to do is I just want to go out into this Slowking. We're just going to get some damage off. They already see that we have Brick Break, and so maybe they don't want to get some screens up. We got Adam Sandler in the mix. Let's see. Spikes, come out. Magnerize. There we go, folks. There we go. Okay. From here, I am going to click Belly Drum. Switcheroo. Is it Lacking Tail? What is this going to be? Scarf? It can't be Scarf. Toxic Orb. Oh, that's sick. Sitch's Berry. Well, that's actually going to be a little bit interesting. Switcheroo was a set that I kind of thought of just right at the end. But with that being said, man, this is super cool. Okay, so at this point, what I think I want to do, now that I know the sets, is I just want to click Liquidation. Just straight up, I want to hit something. The Rotom might come in. That's fine. If this thing has Foul Play, it's going to use it, which I definitely understand. I guess what would that last move be is the question. Foul Play, Magnetize, and this is good info to put down here. Magnetize. Switcheroo Toxic Orb, which is very cool. I really like the week 1 heat from D-Ray here. And you know, with Toxic Scarcity in Gen 9, having something like this is definitely having like a trick up your sleeve to just be able to stall break and stuff like that. I think that's a really cool set. Really cool. Let's see. What is he thinking? I'm going to click Liquidation because whatever comes out is probably going to be the Rotom, to be honest. Let's see. Blake Snell, that looks like a Rotom. We are actually going to use this, which is insane. Liquidation comes out, and Slowking gets a kill. I don't care if it's at 1. It is what it is. We basically have the ability to just blast something else in the back, which is really, really nice. And with those T-Spikes up, it's going to look even freer for a potential sweep from maybe Quaquaval, from maybe something else. You never know. Gothitelle is always scary. Palafin, I'm not sure the set. It does have Flip Turn though, so it's probably not exactly a setup set. It's probably Banded if I had to guess. And then what else? The Annihilate, I mean, it has to be Rest over Encore, which is definitely a very scary set. But I'm not sure. I really don't know from here. I am going to click Liquidation. I feel like I don't really have to do much else. I'm guessing you're going to Foul Play, Dazzling Gleam, Foul Play at +6. That's pretty good. That's pretty fair. So what can I do from here? We've lost the Slazzle. We've lost a couple of other things. Is this when I bring this in? Probably not. I feel like Quaquaval looks pretty good from here, to be quite honest. Foul Play is interesting for sure, but I really like the ability to bulk up here. A Foul Play into Quaquaval isn't going to do a whole lot. If we tear Electric, it's not going to do a whole lot either. So I'm actually really down to just click bulk up from here. Or potentially Aqua Step into bulk up. Yeah, I think that actually looks pretty nice. So I think I'm just going to do that. We're going to get our tear off, and that's going to be pretty cool. if they do want to switcheroo us, I'm happy to take those lefties, you know? Let's see what he does. What is this? This has to be the Annihilate, no? So that's the reason why Aqua stepped there instead of bulking up, was because if this thing was Encore, then it would not be very fun to set up in front of. So I'm going to check for damage here, but the poison looks really, really nice. Just off rip. Really, really happy by that damage. And it means that any setup that he has is going to be that much worse. So Aqua Step comes out. We're gonna deal a fair amount, to be honest. How much did that do? It didn't really do a whole lot. It did maybe 35, give or take. So this is I think this is the Annihilate set. Let's see, Rage Fist. Rage Fist at base 100. It's going to be dealing a fair amount. From here... I mean, if you Encore me, how bad is that? That's the question. And let's say you're at 150. Is that going to put me in range of anything big? It probably will, to be honest. But with that being said, I kind of like my ability to clean up from here, so I think I'm just going to click Aqua Step. Let's see. We should be dealing a pretty similar amount of damage here. Rest comes off. Okay. And I'm guessing this is going to be Chesto. That's interesting. So it's probably going to be Bulk Up, Drain Punch. We're probably in a little bit of a pickle here, but we have Bulk Up. And so I kind of want to get this thing at, I guess, how much would it be for Electrode? Electrode to Annihilate is going to deal a fair amount, but we should be able to set up alongside this thing. That does a fair amount, of course, but now we're at +1 ahead of it, which is going to be really big for us. So that means that any Aqua Step we do is going to be dealing a lot to it. And from there, I think we should be able to start setting up a little bit more. Let's see. What am I at right now? I'm at +2. He's at +1. We're doing a fair amount to him, so I kind of feel like I just want to click Bulk Up again. He's going to click Bulk Up as well. We really are just getting to +6, +6, +6. I'm gonna keep bulking up here, to be honest. What's gonna deal more, Terra Blast or Aqua Step? It's gonna be about the same amount. Our Annihilate's gonna bulk up alongside us. Here we go. Here we go. Man, if only I had like some red card tech in the back or something like that, that'd be pretty interesting. Just gonna keep clicking bulk up. Keep clicking it. We're gonna fish for a crit potentially, or just something to be able to chip it down, wear it out. Let me check this status again one more time. We're at +5. He's at +4. So let's get this thing started. I want to get this thing into rest mode. And then from here, if we have enough time, we can either sack this thing off, bring an Electrode, and wear it down for a Gothitelle to maybe like come in or something like that, or Palafin. Or we could potentially take this thing out ourselves. If we're at +6, and this thing's at +6, this thing's going to cap out at 600, or 300, which will kill us. But from here, we kind of just have to go with what we have. This is absolutely in range of a Chloroblast. Absolutely, absolutely. Nice. Okay. Whew. Crisis almost averted. We're very, very close. Let's see. We only have one option, guys. This is why we put it on. Chloroblast. Otherwise, I'd go for maybe like Terra Giga Drain, but obviously we used our Terra. Actually, Terra Giga Drain's a roll, so I think just going for this is probably pretty good. We are going to be doing 35 min. Knock on wood. Nice. Okay, that's really big. That's really, really big for us. That's actually insane for us. I cannot stress how important that is for the game. That's really big. Okay. Whew. I'm freaking out here a little bit. Okay, Ape's gone. Klefki's gone. Rotom's gone. We're down to 2 Mons. We are up in the score 3-2. His Terramon's down. Our Terramon's down. Let's get this shit. Because I don't know if we need to bleep that out. Let's get this stuff. Let's see. Adamant. Choice Band. This is Palafin Hero 52. I kind of just want a Chloroblast here. Oh, the Rotom's not dead. Oh no, the Klefki's alive. Shit. Oh man, the Klefki's alive. Okay. I'm just gonna click Chloroblast here, and I think just by getting rid of this thing's ability to set up, it's going to be really nice for something like an Ursaluna to come in and potentially deal a lot of damage, which I'm super, super excited about. I'm just gonna Chloroblast here. Don't really have to think too much about it, because Jet Punch with a Choice Band will kill us. And so there isn't really much use keeping this thing in anyways. Yeah, perfect. And from here we can see what it goes for. Calm Mind maybe, a Psychic. And it's gonna take some poison damage as well. And honestly guys, something about Wi-Fi that I feel like some people don't know, it's something that I kind of am starting to get the hang of, is like some like chip damage and stuff like that, some poison turns and whatnot. Those can be super, super useful for being able to actually, let's go into this. Let's go into this. Poison damage and stuff like that is a really useful time to just be able to calc stuff. If there's like chip, rocks, and stuff like that happening, it's going to be really easy to be able to figure out maybe your next move, figure out a line of attack in endgame, any kind of strategy like that. And so with such a fast-paced metagame as something like this, it's always important just to be able to get in those little extra moments. All right, so it turns out that we are down the score though. I thought it was a 3v2, but the Klefki still is there. I don't know how useful it can be. It's gonna be interesting though. That Palafin will probably come in, though, and click Wave Crash, which is going to do a ton to us. But I feel like this Ursaluna, like, it kind of means that he can't switch in immediately. Let's see, Wave Crash. I'm sorry, Wave Crash. Wave Crash is doing a bajillion. But it's also gonna hurt him a bunch as well, which is really nice. From here, I'm just going to use this as an opportunity to get a Protect up, get some health back. I think that's really nice for us here. Grand Punch would have also been very, very good. Charm comes out. That's super interesting. Okay. Well, I feel like that's okay in the long run, right? I feel like that this is Bulk Up, Psychic, Charm, Sleep Talk. We're pretty okay in the long run. I'm down to just click Bulk Up again in that case, to be honest. Because if it's like Psychic, Charm, Taunt, Rest or something like that, like we're fine. I feel like there isn't really a combination of moves here that can really get this thing going. Gothitelle is one of those mons in draft, though, where I feel like it's really interesting to see. It's really interesting to see it show up, because a lot of people draft it and not a lot of people bring it. So I feel like that's props to D-Ray for being able to potentially bring something that a lot of people would be scared of bringing week 1. But I guess that's why Gothitelle's there. It works with certain playstyles, but not with others. Let's see. I mean, what are we at right now in terms of our status? We're at +2, meaning that a banded Wave Crash isn't really going to do a whole lot to us. If anything, I kind of want to bulk up one more time. Just once more. We're not going to be dealing a whole lot, but considering that we have T-Spikes damage, that Wave Crash is also going to have recoil damage and stuff like that. I feel like it's not the end of the world for us to be at a lowered attack stat. Jesus Christ! No more DCs this time. Okay, so guys, we're back. This is the exact spot that we were at back in the game before we DC'd. I don't know what's up with the servers tonight, but they've been pretty darn awful. From here, I think I'm just going to get up a Protect. And I'm actually going to calc for this damage here. I have this. This is what I was calculating when my Ursaluna was in. And from here, once this turns into Palafin Hero, Wave Crash isn't actually going to be doing that much to us, which is really, really nice. Now, what's interesting is this Klefki here can potentially trick us, which is not the most fun thing in the world, but that's okay. The question is, do we go for a double Protect here? I think that would be the play. I'm just going to click Protect. We fail. That's okay. They taunt. And at this point, what I want to do is make sure that this Palafin has as much chip on it as humanly possible. And at the same time, I want to get as much chip on that Klefki as humanly possible as well. So if I can do either of those things, we're going to be in a very good spot. So let's see how much this Klefki can do to us. This is kind of what I was talking about over here with the fur coat. I don't know why it's fur coat. That's very interesting. But during this, I figured it was 252, 252 because I did a brick break that did about 22 to it. It was a little under 25 during the actual game. And so now he has a choice. He can go into Palafin Hero, and he can click pretty much anything he wants to, or he can go into Klefki. I think Earthquake is just the best play. So I'm going to click Earthquake here. If you want to CC, then that's going to be pretty big. If you want to Wave Crash, that's some big damage. But he's going to get poisoned here as well. Let's not forget that. Okay. At this point, what I want to do, I think, is just click Brick Break. What I could have done was potentially set up more for that Clef Key, but I think it just 1v1s me. And so what I just want to be able to do is click Sword Stance here. On the death. So the reveal is, does he have Earthquake or not? I'm going to click. So here's the thing. I got to click Earthquake here. Yeah. Because otherwise he would win. From here, we do unfortunately lose to D-Ray in what's been an absolute ordeal of a match. But GG's to D-Ray. He played super, super well in this. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get it, unfortunately, because that Citrus Berry that we had was just enough so we couldn't Brick Break and beat that 50-50 out. So it really wasn't a 50-50 in the end. But GG's to D-Ray. He is going to take it 1-0. And that is going to be it for GBA Week 1. It's been quite the battle. But if you like what you saw, be sure to like, subscribe, and check out D-Ray's side as well. Because obviously, the adventure that we had was pretty crazy. But he had basically the equal amount. So with that being said, we're going to see you, whether it's me or Galadite, next week as we take on Goldoa and I think it's the New York Empoleons. With that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Dude, what just happened? I'm still online. I'm literally still online. I just want to go to sleep. I can't call in sick tomorrow either. Hello? Dude, what is going on? I'm literally in online mode. Dude, holy shit. Oh my god. We bulk up in mind to be able to raise our defense and our attack. We have Play Rough. Fuck. We have Play Rough and Earthquake to be able to get some decent coverage. Play Rough. Bro, I can't say Play Rough. Is that all? Is that all we need?
You said and then you stopped.
Shit. Okay. Take 3. Last take.